You've been seeing this everywhere. Team Water. We're raising money so that other people can have clean drinking water. I have seen firsthand, unlike most people making these videos, and apparently Emo wants in on this. Anyways, I spent 5 days. My mom has spent about 5 different trips, might be more than that. Anywhere from a few days to an entire month. And by living down there, I mean we're not just touring the place and eating their food. I mean, we are digging their bathrooms, we are building their sheds or their homes. We're getting water for them out of the stream. We're filtering that water for them. I have done this firsthand. What people don't realize about water is here in America, or I guess wherever you live in, chances are you probably can just turn the faucet on and the water just comes out. You probably don't have to go to a nearby stream to pick up a jug, like a big, like almost like a pot type thing, and scoop the water out, or have to get some type of bin to put on top of your roof to collect all the rainwater, because that's the only fresh water you're gonna get that you can actually, you know for a fact is gonna be okay, is the rainwater. And even that, kinda iffy, to be honest. That's the only water these people have to survive on. For those of us that are used to having the water whenever we want it, it's a bit difficult to adjust when you get to living with people in El Salvador or Africa or just these third world countries that they don't have that. I mean, something as simple as ice. You cannot have ice down in there. You don't even get running water all the time down there. Some places don't have running water at all, and the places that do, you only get it for a few hours a day, or you only get it for a couple days out of the week. Which, I don't know about you, but for me, it can be hard to live like that all the time. I only had to live with that for about 5 days. These people, this is their life every day, day in and day out. And this fundraiser that we are doing, collaborating not just with Mr. Beast and Mark Rober and all these other big shiny YouTubers or other content creators, whatever you want to call that, we are partnering together to get your attention, because where you live should not determine whether you live. And water is literally the main thing you need to survive. You can only survive 3 days without water. You can survive a lot longer than that with no food. And don't get me started on electricity. I know a lot of people joke about, oh, food, water, internet, we need those to survive. No, you need food and water to survive. And if you ain't got water, you can't even think about getting food. And if your water's contaminated, making you sick, whether it's with a parasite or a virus, you're not gonna make it. And it's pretty unfair and ridiculous that so many people, like we're talking about literally thousands of people, are dying every day because they don't have clean drinking water because they were born into that situation. But we get to live a long, healthy life because we were not born into that situation. And so what this fundraiser is doing is we're spreading awareness about this, and we're telling you about this in hopes that you will spend money. I know I said the horrible word, spend money, because that money is going to be spent giving other people that don't have that clean drinking water so they can have running water. They can be able to flush the toilet, because in some countries that's how bad their water system is. If you flush the toilet, it might become clogged. If you even have a toilet that's flushable. Again, some places you have to literally hand dig the bathroom. And make sure that you remember, where's camp again? Where's home? Because I'll be honest, it's easy to get turned around in the forest. And don't even get me started on the size of the spiders. That's off topic. No, we're not going there. I wanted to make this video because this fundraiser hits home for me. Unlike Team C's that I was a part of, where it was a situation that was brought to my awareness and then I wanted to bring it to your awareness, this situation I have already known about and I've actively done a part, not necessarily of fundraising, but like the physical labor to provide clean water amongst other things. in the past because it's something that my family firmly believes in. And by that I mean my mother, my grandpa, grandma, and my sisters have gone to other countries as well. My family is passionate about this. And so when Mr. Beast asked me to make this video because he wants clean drinking water for people, of course I had to say yes. Because this isn't just something that, the top creators are trying to get help with. This is a serious issue, and I have seen it firsthand for myself. But my mom has seen a much more of it than I have, so I'm going to go ahead and let her tell her story about this.
After spending the last 30 days in a country in Central America, I have firsthand experience of the importance of fresh drinking water. Many of those that live outside of the main city do not have clear drinking water, or they have to walk several miles to get fresh water. It's definitely something that we take for granted in America, and want to promote this fundraiser of Team Water and encourage people to go out and pledge your support for Team Water.
And one thing I did mention, I know you just said, like, we take some things for granted, some things like ice, for example, or being able to turn the water on and off when we want to.
Yes, oftentimes even in the towns, they have water part of one day or not part of another day. You may wake up in the morning and there's water, the next day there's no water. And even in some of the outlying communities, even if there is access to water, it may not be clean drinking water. It's often contaminated. I've seen faucets where the ants are crawling all over it, but yet that is their supply of drinking water.
I haven't seen those, but I mean, when I was down there, not for 30 days, but just for a few, and that was several years ago, we did dig one of their bathrooms, but we didn't really see many ants.
Yeah, this time we were preparing food, and the only source of water at that point was a faucet that was crawling with ants. Needless to say, we did not feel safe eating that food, but that's a fact of their life. Just getting access to quality water is, or I would say drinkable water, is a difficulty for them.
And that goes to show, like, it's going to differ slightly depending on where you go in the country, and obviously, like, which country you go to. But it's still contaminated no matter really where you go.
Yeah.
For the most part, unfortunately.
There's one area where a friend of mine's mother lives up on a mountain. And the people that live up on that mountain have to walk down into the town to access water. They have to bring their containers, carry them on their heads, their backs, their shoulders, their bicycle, whatever they have access to get water. They may catch a ride with a neighbor, but still they have to travel a distance in order to get water that is considered drinkable, or water at all.
Yeah, because it's not just drinking water that these people are lacking. They just need clean water in general. Like, for example, tell them what you mentioned before with the whole, I think you said rainwater for, like, bath water and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they collect rainwater for shower. Often there is no running water for a shower. It's just a reservoir that is full, and then you take a bowl and you scoop water up, and that's how you take your shower. It's definitely an experience, and definitely want to support Team Water and their mission to get water all over the world.
With offering a way to filter the water or just a way for them to get more water, this helps with that, and it helps cut down on whole villages getting sick from the same water source. So then, because let's be honest, when one person gets sick, no matter where you live, it can catch on pretty quickly to other people. And if the way you got sick is from the water you're drinking and everybody else in the same town or even multiple towns is drinking that water, that sickness is going to catch on like wildfire. But if we can filter that out, then that's not going to happen as nowhere near as much.
And not only that, you also have, because there is an adequate supply of water, you have kids that are dehydrated, people that are dehydrated. Oftentimes, these are countries where the heat is very, very high. And then because they do not have access to water, you also do have the dehydration and all that can do to your body also. So support Team Water. Go to the website that's linked here and pledge your support.
$1 gives one person enough clean water to last for years. Just by donating $1, you're guaranteeing that one person is going to get clean water. $1. You can change a life. This isn't just about me saving someone. This is about you can do the same thing. And this is why I like to make videos. Because it's not just about, oh, look at me, I'm this guy that makes videos and I'm good at this and I do this and I do that. It's a matter of when we band together as a community, we can make changes. We can make a ripple in people's lives. Team Water is a go in over 20 countries. Let that sink in. So our goal with Team Water is we're raising $40 million in just 31 days. That's more than $1 million per day. Yes, I know I'm doing a little bit of mathing. I'm really bad at that. But this is urgent, and we need your help because 1 in 10 people don't have clean drinking water. And that's not just a statistic. I have been down there myself. I have seen it. About 5-6 years ago, I went down there as a high school student on a mission trip. I helped build their homes, build their shed. We had to build bathrooms. The families that have chickens, their livestock lives with them because they don't have anywhere else to go. But what happens if a serious illness gets into the water? What happens when a parasite gets into the water? Then they're going to have major issues. And that's something that you and I can stop. We can fix this issue. But we got to work together. That's why we're partnering up with WaterAid. WaterAid is an organization that specifically goes to various countries and helps provide them with clean drinking water. Sometimes this means digging a well. Sometimes people just need a better way to collect rainwater. And as the name suggests, WaterAid helps with getting access to clean water. This isn't just about digging wells, but like I mentioned earlier, where a better method of collecting rainwater, or maybe it's pipes connecting one place to another so that whole communities, like hospitals or schools, can have better access to that drinking water that's being collected, or maybe it's a filtration system being added. That sort of thing. Because these places can't do it on their own. They need help. When you don't have water, you literally dry up. And that's not okay. Because where you live should not determine whether you get to live. And so everybody should have a right to clean drinking water. Which is why we need to donate to Team Water, because this is going to give people that chance at water and at life. This changes literally everything for them.